Hello, welcome back. Today we're going to be looking at something called the mirror tool. So we're going to be looking at the sketch applications to this, and then if we get far enough, we're going to look at if we can mirror some 3D features as well. So the first thing you can do in this top left quadrant of your front plane, I've made a new tab, so I've made a lesson 7, and then in the top left quadrant of your front plane, you're going to draw me a rectangle. Pause the video until you've done that. I don't care how big it is today. What you can do then is you're going to click the mirror tool, which is this one. As long as you've not pressed the tick and you're still in sketch mode, your shape is still blue, you should still have the sketch toolbar and you'll have the mirror tool, maybe towards the end. It depends how long your screen is. This is going to allow us to duplicate or reflect the shape in any line or axis that we've got. So I've already got my right plane, which for the sake of this is going to act as a mirror. It's going to act as a line or axis that I can reflect things in. And I've also got my top plane. So the first thing I'm going to do, and this is important that you do this click by click. If you put too few or miss a click out, it's not going to work. So first of all, you're going to click on the mirror tool so it is grayed out. That is one click. Then it's going to ask you to select a mirror line. You are going to click on the thing you want to be your mirror. So not your shape, the thing that is going to act as your mirror. So for me, and hopefully for you, it's going to be what's actually the right plane, but by looking at this angle, it's just your vertical line down the screen. I'm going to click a second time on that. So once select the mirror tool, once on the line that I want to be my mirror, and now select entities to be mirrored. I can either click each line individually, or I can just click and drag around the whole shape. So I'll click and drag around the whole shape and let go when I'm about here, when I've covered the whole thing, and that's going to be reflected there. Now, I can do exactly the same thing, and you're going to see if you can do that without my guidance for the top plane. So the top plane is this line here. See, I'm going to talk through it in a minute, but see if you can mirror these two shapes in the top plane line there. Off you go. Okay, so the first things first, I'm going to make sure my mirror tool's selected. Pause the video if you want to go with that yourself. I'm going to make sure that the mirror tool is selected, and it already is from my last go, so I don't need to click that again. I'm going to click on, in fact, I might need to do that again. Click on my mirror tool, click on the top plane line, and now this time, I'm going to show you what I mean. I'm going to click on each line individually. It says select entities to be mirrored. One, and you'll see the shapes evolve underneath. You can see how it's reflecting each one in turn. And there you have got your 4 shapes. From here, we can click the tick, we can go around, we can, do the usual things, extrude them. I'm not too fussed on that. I'm just going to delete them because we're going to do something else with them in a second. You can have a play about with them if you like. So we've used the existing planes, our mirrors. If I jump into sketch mode once more, I'm going to make a more interesting shape this time. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it here. So I'm going to do it across all 4 of those quadrants. So that the middle of my screen is encapsulated. That's just to demonstrate what we're going to do. So I'm going to make a really irregular shape so I can clearly see how the mirror is going to work. Now, if I mirror this in one of these 2 planes at this point, so mirror, click the plane, click and drag around everything, because it's overlapping that line, it's basically going to spin it around. It's going to be there's going to be collision there. There's going to be clipping where parts of the shapes over this are reflected back into the shape itself. So I don't want to do that, or well, I shouldn't do that. I can't do that. I'm going to need to draw myself a new line or a new mirror because I'm in sketch mode and we work in a purely 2D workspace. All I need to draw is a line. And it can be out here, it can be close. Think back to the revolve. The closer it is, the the lesser the distance is going to be between our normal shape and our reflected shape. Imagine if you're right next to a mirror, so that you can like see yourself really in a lot of detail, or you're standing farther away. There's going to be that bigger gap. So first of all, I'm going to draw a line quite close to the shape. I'm going to click my mirror tool, click the line, highlight the shape, and I see it reflected. Now, I'm just using Control Z or Control Z to just step back from that phase. I'm going to do my mirror all the way over here, click my mirror tool, click my mirror line, select all my shape, and it appears really, really far away. The distance between the shape, um, between the two shapes is going to be twice the distance between shape one and the mirror, as a normal mirror would work, as you'd expect. Okay. The good thing about the freedom of making our own lines is they don't have to be horizontal or vertical. They can be whatever angle we want. So if I use this as my mirror, I've just drawn an arbitrary line down the page. I'm going to click my line, click my shape, and it's mirrored it sort of to the side, but down here, it's used that to transform that shape across um, across my mirror. I can even set my dimension tool, so I can set the angle to this to anything I want. So if I press D, toggle dimension mode, and I click this line, and I click the plane, what we use for our second mirror, I can actually set a dimension. So we talked about this a little bit in the last video about planes and setting an angle on a plane. This is a very similar concept. I'm setting an angle between a mirror and an existing line. I could do it between uh, these two lines, and I want that to be 45 degrees. Flip my mirror. And if I mirror now, I know I'm going to get this shape. I'm going to make that's a 45-degree reflection. If this was folded, a piece of paper, and this was folded along this crease, it would end up here on the other page. Okay, that's all I'm going to do today with you. What you're going to do is you're going to have a play around. For example, you might want to put another mirror in. I'm going to just trim this line away. And now I'm going to use this as my mirror for these two shapes. Make those two shapes. I might want to then mirror everything. I can now trim this line. The last thing I'll say is you can use existing lines as your mirror. So for example, I might want to use this line here as my mirror line. If I highlight everything, everything's going to be reflected in that line. So you've got these two things that are touching, and then everything, like if you open a book, or everything's going to be transformed onto the other side. Okay, have a play about with that. Have a practice at the sequence of clicking the mirror tool. That's what people really struggle with. As soon as you get into the habit, click the mirror tool, click the mirror line, click and drag around everything you need. It's super easy. It's 3 clicks. But just have a go at that. Get it into your head so it's second nature, and then we'll move on and we'll do some feature mirrors in the next video. I will see you then.